because you've introduced the subject of grants. What is the policy of the DA when it comes to this heavy burden that all South Africans have to carry?
Well, our position is this: we have to grow the economy significantly so that there are more people who can contribute to the fiscal pool.
Would you keep the 350 on?
Well, the 350 is just nothing. I mean, what you want is a proper grant system for people who can't look after themselves. What you want is jobs for everybody. 350 is an insult to people. 350 is not government delivering.
So you would
it's
get
government.
rid of it.
It's government recognizing their failure to deliver. That's what it is.
So you would get rid of it.
Well, we have a system. Our grant system looks at more generous grants, but far more jobs. So that you're widening your tax base, so that you've got a much bigger tax base. Let's say 20 million personal taxpayers, who then can pay their taxes, and then you've got a much bigger pool for grants to subsidize those who really need it. Most people who get grants and who get the 350 actually want to work. They don't want to live on 350 a month. It's an insult. What we want is all of those people in productive jobs, not EPWP jobs. Those are not real jobs.
Yeah.
We want them in productive jobs, building the country, coming home with pride, with a salary, being able to look after their children and put a plate of food on the table and get a table to put a plate of food on in the first place.
Yeah.
That's what we want. And that's what all our policies are aimed at, to get people into jobs. And when they're into jobs, you've got a much bigger tax pool and you can pay better grants to obviously not as many
people,
because the people are in jobs.
Yeah. And one of your mayors, your former mayors, who has since left, your party started his own thing. Mayor Herman Mashaba at the time was very strong against illegal South Africa. Well, those in South Africa who are not legally in South Africa, foreign nationals. What is your position on that subject as a DA?
We believe in the rule of law. If it's a country's law that you have to have met certain criteria to be in the country legally, we believe you have to meet those criteria. But if you're going to set those criteria, then you better have a very efficient Department of Home Affairs. And you had better have a very efficient border patrol that manages that properly. And you better have uncorrupt officials who are not prepared to take bribes to disregard the law and to give people fake documents. And so everything depends. If you want the rule of law, which we do, we are a party of the rule of law, it means that the rule of law has to be everywhere. You can't pretend that you've got a country on the rule of law that's going to make sure that every foreign national is properly documented to be in South Africa, but then turn a blind eye to corruption. It doesn't work that way. So we've got to have a whole country that respects the rule of law. And that is the DA's position. If you're having these criteria for foreign nationals to be in South Africa, it's fine. But you've got to then have a state that can administer them in a reasonable amount of time, that can have turnaround times, and that knows how to apply its own law without corruption.
If you were to be in government tomorrow morning, what would you do with the foreign nationals that are undocumented and illegal in the country?
Well, first of all, we believe that the Zimbabweans who have been allowed to stay here on the Z permit, I think it's called.
There are 120,000 of
Yeah.
us. They're not many.
Yeah, they should be regularized. I mean, they've been here for a very, very long time. And they've added huge value to our economy, massive value to our economy. And because they had that Z permit, and you can't just take it away from them. I mean, it's something that we don't support that. We don't believe it should be just taken away from them. We believe that you have to have proper laws, you have to have proper border patrols, and you have to build state capacity without corruption to administer them swiftly and properly. That's what we believe.
But you would kick them out.
We're certainly not going to go rounding up people like concentration
That's what I'm
camps.
trying to understand.
No, absolutely
the nuts
not.
and bolts.
Yeah,
Yes.
You've got to fix the system.
Yeah. But fixing the system, but dealing with people that are already here, are two different things. They're already here, and you know where to find them because they have jobs.
When people have lived in a country for a certain amount of time, they develop certain rights to be in a country. That happens, it works like that all over the world. And it depends on what the law says. For how long do you have to be in a country legally with the right documentation to get a job, to become a permanent resident or whatever else?
Let's talk about an illegal person who has no papers at all.
Well, you know,
he paid a bribe at the border and has been here for 10 years.
Yeah, well, that's a serious matter, and people have to become legalized. I think what one would do would be to say you've got a certain amount of time to legalize your situation or face the consequences.
But how do I legalize? I'm already illegal. I'm afraid that by going to any official office, immediately I'll be caught out and I'll be kicked out of the country.
Yeah.
That's why I'm curious to know what does the DA do with, I don't know, whether it's 5, 6, 7 million foreign nationals that are in South Africa illegally, whether they are white, black, pink, or they are Zimbabweans or Mozambican for that matter, or even Germans.
Yeah, well, you've got to fix the system and it's going to take time. I don't think there are many Germans here illegally.
Well, I'm just throwing, because so it doesn't sound like we always talk about people from Zimbabwe in this regard.
But we want to make it easier for skilled people to come here.
Yeah.
Now, what I have found, and I mean, I can't generalize, but many of the Zimbabweans I know in South Africa are highly skilled and add a huge amount to the economy. Skilled people add more opportunities for unskilled people than they take away. So we want skilled migration to South Africa. We want people with skills who've got money and skills who've got entrepreneurial leanings, who will start businesses. That's what we want. That's how you grow the economy.
What do we do with the unskilled, which are equally as many?
Look, you can't go around rounding up people and kicking them out. You have to go through a process of identifying who they are, determining their particular individual circumstances, and then following the law to deal with their circumstances. You can't make a generalized statement, we will kick everybody out or we will legalize everybody. You can't.
It's the Trump approach to things.
No, you can't. You can't take those extreme approaches in the real world. If you want to be a populist and a demagogue, you can say those kinds of things. But if you want to deal with real problems in the real world, you have to deal with individual issues. So, I mean, the best thing to do would be to say, let's find out who these people are. Let's find out where they are. Let's find out what value they're adding. Let's find out what the individual circumstances are. Let's find, did they try to legalize their situation? Was it inefficiency from Home Affairs? Was it corruption from Home Affairs? It's a big job. It's not going to happen overnight.
Yeah, it's
years of work. But, you know, it's years that has caused this mess. That's why I say when the DA gets into government, the first term, we try to stabilize the finances and appoint the right people in the right positions who can do the job. Then you say, okay, what's the next step? And the next step. It takes 20 years to build a Cape Town.
Hey guys, welcome back to Everything Entertainment. Guys, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my videos. I will appreciate it, guys. Please watch the ads, my beautiful people. Please watch the ads. Guys, in today's video, we're going to be speaking about what Ms Helen Zille said about the issue of illegal immigrants, and also we're going to touch on what she says about the grants that South Africans are receiving. Honestly speaking, when it comes to the grants, I agree with her so much, because of like, why are you giving people grants? People need jobs, they don't need grants. And also 350 is not enough, guys. 350 is not enough. Like Ghana, it's gonna be 350, and then bank charges is gonna come to you as 330, and then what you gonna do with 330? What you gonna do with it? Give people jobs. I feel like the only thing that is literally gonna solve what is currently happening in South Africa is to give people jobs. Don't give people jobs that they literally not gonna be able to sustain themselves for the long run. People need sustainability, and that's on period. And that is what other parties doesn't want to literally hear. They just think like giving us 350 is literally gonna solve the whole problem that we have in South Africa. And one thing about South African youth, they think 350 is something that is gonna be sustainable for them, and which is not the case. We need jobs. We don't need 350. And guys, honestly speaking, on the issue of illegal immigration, I didn't agree with her at all. I was like, Sanalam, why is it that so difficult about this politician to literally say it the way it is? Good, like these people must leave our country because of their illegal here. Why is it that in South Africa we should be the one that is legalizing them all the time? In Nigeria, guys, when you are illegal, you're literally gonna be deported. In Zimbabwe, when you are illegal, you're literally gonna be deported. In USA, when you are illegal, you're gonna be deported. Trump doesn't play. But in South Africa, it's wrong, chat. When you are illegal here, they're literally gonna speak about legalizing people. Please document them and so on and so forth. Why is that? I just feel like there's something that we don't know as South Africans about this illegal immigration and politicians, because of, it's like they're benefiting a lot from them, that they're literally trying to protect them. But in the stake of South African citizens, they don't know. And like they know. Like, let me not say they don't know. They know and they're aware of the stuff that illegal foreigners are doing in our country. Just they don't want to deal with it. They don't want to see them living because of Ms Helen Zille apparently saying, like, they literally bring so much into the economy of South Africa. My sister, where? Like, oh, Sanalwa, make it make sense. And she also spoke about how Zimbabwean people are skilled, and I agree with her, but they are skilled and they are coming here into South Africa skilled. They are coming to take our jobs. That is the problem that we have as South Africans right now. Well, at least if they were coming here to say, okay, fine, we're literally gonna get 100 Zimbabweans, legal ones, 100 Zimbabweans that are coming to South Africa legal, when they're going to teach South Africans this kind of job that we want. But no, it's not the case. In South Africa, for an example, a mine will be open, and then when it's time for South Africans to literally have their CV to be submitted in that mine, they're going to be submitted. But tomorrow when you visit that mine, people that are going to be working there are Zimbabweans. This is the problem that we have. Bonne, we know, guys, they are skilled and whatsoever, but they are literally having a big impact on South Africa. Honestly speaking, at some point, you get me? Because of like, we know good, like in South Africa, they want skilled people, but the same skilled people that are coming into our country, they are coming in to take our jobs. Why not teach us, Rona, people that are unskilled? Because in South Africa right now, when you apply for a job, for me, my example, I'm an artisan. When you apply for a job, you are fresh from the college, and then when you come from the college, they will expect you to have a trade test. They will expect you to have 3 years experience. You are new from the college. So that is what skilled people coming from Zimbabwe, and that's what they should do. They should literally teach us those things so that we can be employed, not coming here to take our jobs. Guys, honestly speaking, when it comes to the issue of illegal immigration, we are on our own. And we know parties that are against this illegal immigration. You guys hear Mr. Mashabela was speaking about him and Mashaba Kuti. Like, he has been the person who is like against the issue of illegal immigration. So South Africans, we know what to do. We definitely know what to do, because we can see good, like all these three parties, ANC, DA, and EFF. Habadi again, guys, like Habadi again. And as for DA, guys, not personally for me, I don't think DA will serve South Africans, black South Africans to be specific, because of, if you guys can look, Cape Town is a beautiful place. It's nice, Camps Bay, waterfront, and all those fancy places. But if you go to Kailicha, Mfuleni, Langa, and all those places that black South Africans are staying in, you will literally see good to like DA is not being fair. So honestly speaking, I don't think good to like the best interest of us black people. So honestly speaking, if we're literally gonna be governed by DA, I don't know how it's gonna be. But in Cape Town, they are taking care of Cape Town, but they are not taking care of the whole of Cape Town. They are taking care of the area that white people are situated in, and that is a whole huge problem. That is a huge problem. If they love our black people so much, or if they want best interest of them, Kailicha wouldn't be where it is today. We wouldn't be having so much people dying every day in Kailicha. In Cape Flats, we have people gunshots every day. So Sana, not for me, it's not for me. I don't want to lie to you. I see right through them kutiba. The moment we like let them govern this country, we're gonna see apartheid. Honestly speaking, we're gonna see apartheid with our naked eyes. Yeah, because Tina, we have never experienced that, so we're gonna see it. So Sana, but Sana, I don't know what you guys think about this. Please comment down on the comment section. And I don't know, do you guys believe with Ms Helen Zille about what she said about illegal immigration, that they should be legalized in South Africa? But Sanalwam, please comment down below what you guys think about this video, my beautiful people. I love you guys so much, like I truly do. And bye, I will see you guys on my next one. Bye guys.